What's going on, SC430 community? My name's Henry. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to change out your air filter and your SC430. So, typically, there's a variety of different brands of air filters you can use. Today, I'm going to be putting in this K&N air filter. These are reusable every 75,000 miles. Typically, I mean, you could buy a cheap air filter. It doesn't really necessarily matter as long as you keep it obviously clean. Since I'm in Arizona, if I have just one of those really cheap ones, which is what I currently have now, typically would have to replace every summer due to all the dust storms and all that stuff. So the dust and dirt and sand or whatever builds up in the air filter. But decided to make the upgrade, spend a little bit extra and putting in a K&N air filter this time around. So the only tools you're going to be really needing is basically either a screwdriver or a 10mm socket, and maybe a small prying tool, only just to get the cable off if you really need to, but you don't really necessarily need it. But yeah, let's get started by showing you where it's at in the engine bay. So this is the engine bay on the SC430 currently. I have a couple things taken out due to making another video, so I might as well just make some upgrades while I can't drive it. Air filter is going to be located in here. You can see there's some clips. Got two clips here, one here, and then there's one right there. Basically have to unclip those and then pull the air filter out, but sometimes, you know, there's kind of a bit of space you can move stuff, so if you have to, you could remove this whole piece here with the 10mm or a screwdriver like I said, and then the small prying tool to remove this out if needed. And you want to be very, very careful taking this out because of these exposed wires, especially on these older SCs. These dry up really quick, so you want to be careful. I'm gonna first undo this. You don't have to undo it all the way, just enough so you can break it loose. Put that to the side. Then we want to unplug this. The push in is on the other side, so be careful with the wires right next to it. It's going to be very, very tight, especially doing it with one hand. There we go. Move that to the side. Be careful not to bend the wires too much. Then we're going to take the clips out. And then this whole thing should just come right out. So, good thing to use the prying tool is to slowly push this out. You don't want to damage this in any way. You don't want any cracks or holes in it because you have air going through here and into the throttle body, into the intake manifold. So we want to make sure we don't break this. So we want to slowly push this out this way. But I don't have a prying tool, so I'm just going to have to use my hands, and it's going to be a little bit of a struggle. Okay, so it's making it a little bit difficult not having a proper prying tool to get it out, but you get the gist. It's not going to be something difficult to take out. You just have to get it in there and just kind of break the seal if there is a seal for whatever build up, and then it should just pop right out. But I'm kind of struggling here to take this out because I don't have any tools currently on me, and there should be enough space to grab it anyway. Just want to lift it up and just pull the air filter out. Oof, jeez. See here, the air filter, supposed to be nice and white, but you can see the color, it's gotten darker, and when I pulled it out, a lot of dust came out. So, because I haven't changed it since the summer. So, yeah, let's put in that new one. Okay, so this is the air filter. It came with some stickers. I'm not going to fit it on my car, to be honest, I don't think, so I'm gonna put that somewhere else. These are washable, if I haven't mentioned it already, and it does come with a little bit of like a lubricant residue on it. So obviously once it's time to clean it again, you're gonna want to have to re-lubricate everything. But air filter is gonna go in like this. Air filter's gonna go in like this. There, we're gonna have to sneak our way into it because I wasn't able to take this off because I don't have tools on me. But you want to make sure underneath there is like a divot in here, so it should fit perfectly in there, nice and flat and not sticking out in any way. Okay, and we're just gonna slowly slide it in here and make sure it goes into those divots like I've mentioned before. Make sure it's all lined up. It should fit, exact fit. And then at this point you would want to put the cover right back into the hose that's right here. And then you don't want to bolt it on yet because you want to make sure the lid goes on perfectly on first before doing that. So again, we want to make sure when we put the cover on to make sure it lines up with the air filter and the actual casing for it itself. It should be nice and snug. Let's see if I lift this up. You can see there's the filter right there where my thumb is at. It goes on perfect. So then I put these back on. Remember, there is 4 of them. In, plug this bad boy back in, make sure it clicks, then we can put this thing back on. You want to make sure this is tight but not super crazy because then it might break. Boom, and there you have it. Place the air filter in the SC430, nice, quick and easy. Will you notice a difference in performance? Possibly slightly. Again, depends on where you live at, depending on how much junk is going into the air filter, right? In Arizona, obviously, there's a lot of dust, so I should notice something slightly different. Again, it's going to be little to no difference, but with doing an ECU tune and swapping out all the ignition coils, I'm going to obviously notice a big difference. But if you're going completely stock and not doing anything special and fancy, and you just want to make a slight upgrade, air filter is the way to go, and obviously throttle controller that Calvin's SC430 has. But other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.